Hey there, my fellow survivors. Rhadamant here. Thank you for tuning in to Vintage Story Frostlands, Episode 16, Heavy Storm. Alright, I probably want to get out of here just so I can heal, because my inventory's full, and these guys are like camping me pretty hard. There we go. Wanted to pick up that spear. But it's a good lead. I'm going to leave the torches behind. They're not worth me getting beat up harder over. And I'll come back here in just a minute, or somewhere around here, and poke about some more, trying to find prospecting spots. The crates there, I can't put things into. Kind of like loot boxes or like treasure chests in game, they're for you to take things out of only. The crates, the way they work is they stack like a lot of one thing. So I could have put like dirt or flint or something in there, but there's really nothing I wanted to exchange for. The stuff I left behind because I was comfortable leaving it behind. Whoa! Hibbity hobbity. So I didn't exactly find 10, but it wasn't... I hear bees. There's bees in this tree. Now that I have like a berry bush farm that's completely full, I would probably need to start a separate apiary if I wanted to do anything with those bees. Alright, here we go. Let's drop stuff. Painting. That, I believe, can be stored on walls. Rye seeds and malachite. Flax fibers I've been putting in here, I don't know why. I'll continue that trend. The rusty gears is currency. It's not bad to have. Inventory is pretty emptied. Let's just do a little bit of healing. So I have a little bit more, So I'll try to pick up one more horsetail on my way back over. So I can make another batch of bandages. So I got a little beat up. Running around naked with no armor will do that to you. Gotta be a cave under here. That was weird. Oh yeah, there's a cave. I'm gonna try to focus on prospecting, and something tells me the cave that I found is just not gonna be good for prospecting. I'm gonna do like a very quick run through of it, just to see if I can't spot cassiterite in the cave walls. Because if I do spot cassiterite, then okay, maybe it's worth it. But it's difficult enough to eliminate well enough to make it safe that it's often easier to just start your own, unless you see it just like lying around. I would very much prefer to get bronze rather than to get killed. There you go. Oh, yeah, I kind of went the wrong way. Forgot to look for horsetail. Oh well. I'm gonna go back into the forest biome. I'd feel better with a little bit more bandages. I don't want to get, like, stranded. Come on, Forest. Where's your horsetail? Alright, I've given up for now. We'll stay focused on the goal, and I'll just have to be healthy. Yeah, if you're ever wondering what I'm currently working on, it's quite literally above my head. So it will probably tell you, it'll clue you in as to what's going on, if you have that question in the future. I write it up there for your convenience. So this is where I found the good tin. I did want to venture back into that cave one more time. Where is the cave entryway? And yeah, it is snowy. Light snow. It's not too... Oh, native copper bits. Okay. That's the second native copper bits we found in, like, the 100-meter spot. Trying to find the open to this cave. So there should be a lot of subsurface copper. The gear is marker... Should be near the entryway? Yeah, I think it's what, here and to the left? Yeah, okay. Let's mark that down as cave entrance. I said that I was just gonna quickly scan to see if there was any cassiterite visible. But not to hang out here too long, because I'm not dungeon spelunking. That's not my goal. Okay, definitely not going that way. We got granite mixed with conglomerate around here. Ow. Since this... Don't poke me. Nope, no cassiterite. Alright, what I will do is one prospect in this cave to see if this is a good place to start my... Come on, skin. What is knife? Do the knife thing. Okay, it was bugged. So let's do one quick pro picking. But if it's not better than 0.2, I'm not starting in here. For violent, obvious reasons. Nope, it's worse. I'll leave that one. Time to find a different cave entryway. This was where the best prospect was so far. Let's try around here. In fact, it's daytime, I don't really need torches. It is 2 p.m. So what do you guys think? I'm gonna find tin today? Or am I in for more searching? What do y'all think? Alright, 0.24. Cassiterite. That's the highest so far. Some good leads. Lower cassiterite. So let's go back to where we were. Or search more back that way. We'll check west of it. It's not to say that this area will actually have cassiterite underneath it. It's all just luck, chance. Little perseverance. Hopefully I'll find it and it will be of good quality. Yeah, that'd be nice. I've gotten some good hits on hematite. Hell, there's even the cave like right where my new base is that I haven't even explored yet. It just had such bad readings. Alright. Cassiterite was worse this way, so let's head east. Trying to triangulate it. Alright, we're back in conglomerate. We keep switching from conglomerate to granite. Both can host cassiterite, so it's not really my point. Just keeping track of the host stone. Oops. Figured that was coming soon. So once I get bronze, one of the obvious things I'm going to want is the commonly used tools, like pick, to be made of bronze. And a bronze pickaxe is a requirement for certain quest givers to hand one over. It's actually one of the ways to get the new elk, rideable elk, as well as like treasure maps and other things like that. But whether or not I then make bronze armor, I think I'll leave up to you guys. Ultra high cassiterite. So this is the best spot I've found so far of cassiterite. So time to search around here, see if we can't beat 0.27 milli. Cheers. It's weird that like 0.27 is considered ultra high, given that like ultra high for copper would be like 20. But I guess it's all just like relative to its density spawning. Like you're never gonna get ultra high gold at like 0.27, for instance. Oh, 0.34. Getting better this direction. I feel like I'm honing in on good areas. Oh, perfect. Literally the horsetail I was looking for. How far apart do they have to be? They don't really have to be all that far apart. It depends on whether you're trying to do a broad search or a narrow search. If you feel like you're closing in on the hottest part of the hotspot, then obviously they're going to be closer together. I think the render size for each is like what are they, quarter chunks? It's like 16 by 16, something like that. I forget exactly. I remember reading at some point like the resolution essentially of the prospecting pick, but I don't have that memorized. Maybe someone in chat knows. All right, 0.32. So that's about on par with the last one. It's not very mentally stable here, though. My sanity bar is... It's not spinning hard backwards, but it's definitely backwards. Oh, are you asking how far apart the prospecting... sorry, I think I misinterpreted your question. They have to be at least 3 apart for each triangulation. I thought you were asking on the mini-map how far apart they have to be. Yes. So you can't prospect 3 stones next to one another. They have to be 3 units apart from the original spot. So like this original spot here, and then 3 units away from the original spot, and then 3 units away, so on and so forth. And if they're too close together, it will just reset your prospecting. All right. The cassiterite was worse here. So the best spots here. It's worse here. Worse here, worse here, worse here. So I think this spot, if I was going to dig, it'd be in this area. What I can do, provided that I'm out of food, but provided that I don't get like jumped by things, is do broad strokes. now that I've identified a potential hotspot, go far away and try to see if, because the way the chunks render, at least in my experience, is like an entire small region will be good for a certain type of material. Oh, we're in sandstone now. So like you'll have regions that have good coal or good cassiterite or good copper, and then regions that don't. So if you start to find hotspots of tin, sometimes it's, rather than chasing that individual vein, potential vein of tin, or the chance to have that vein of tin, moving further away and seeing if it's just a localized hotspot, or if the whole region is decent, can help yield more information. And obviously I'm going to have to start a fire in a second, because my character is freezing. And a heavy temporal storm is approaching. Oh, good. So titanium here is good. Ilmenite, but... I think with the temporal storm coming, prepare for the storm. And Jenna, thanks for the resub. Sorry I didn't notice till just now. Oh wow. Yep. It's too windy to have fun. Oh god. Are you really not chasing me? Guess I got lucky. Let's just keep running. Just keep running, just keep running. I don't want to die to a grisly death. Okay. I just checked. All my torches are not in the same hand. So we have a temporal storm coming. It will be my first storm, and it's a heavy one. So that's horrible, because heavy ones mean more danger. I'll probably quickly slap together like a protection room. It's not going to be the most intriguing content, because I will be huddled to survive. But if you're wondering if like a nightmare drifter or something like that hit me during a temporal storm, I would just die. I'm naked. I would get like 2 shot, if that. So it is not a time to be brave, it's a time to be wise. And the wise way is to turtle. Building a crying room. Exactly. I'm glad you're on the same page. Building a crying room for my hypothermic frostbitten butt, who just almost became bear food. I'm actually planning on my crying room not being too close to my base. Because if I put the crying room in the base, then you're right, the base would fill up with stuff, enemies, and then I would then have to lure the enemies out or kill them, which is nearly impossible if they're really high level. So normally during storms, or normally on the surface, you only have like surface dwellers, surface enemies, and surface enemies are really low level and really easy to kill. But during storms, you have anything can spawn on the surface. Basically, it's a surface free-for-all. And it being a surface free-for-all means that much higher tier, much more dangerous enemies will be prevalent. And that means that me having like no armor and I would just get smushed. Alright, let's light a fire. So I don't absolutely freeze to death. For my little panic room, I'm going to take my bed. I'm going to take a door. And a bunch of, I'm going to actually take some of the glacier ice. The remaining glacier ice, so that I can see what the hell's going on around me too. I'll need a little campfire for my storm shelter. Probably, yeah. Alright, I got food. I don't need all of my prospecting stuff. Unnecessary to have that. Body temperature's okay. So let's cook one more quick meal. Just so I can top up. And then build a little storm shelter somewhere. I guess while I wait for that to cook, I'll reset torches. Yeah, building a panic room. Exactly. I was actually a little worried that time accelerating to November screwed up the storms, because I was surprised I didn't have a storm yet. But the fact that I'm getting a storm now, no, that wasn't the case. All right, torches are all done. Now looks like pretty good stew. Oh, you know what would be good? If I illuminated it with a permanent light source. So I'm going to get 2 oil lamps. So I'll have 4 bowls and 2 lamps. All right. Current priority? Build a panic room. I'm not too worried about, I'll worry about the fire. Ooh, do I have firewood? Probably don't need as much dirt as I currently have on me, so I'm gonna get rid of some of it for space. I have only 3 firewood, so if I wanted to build a campfire, I would need to cut down a tree. Which is easier said than done when you don't know where the trees are at night. On the mini-map, it looks like there's some trees over this way. There we go. Because I can light peat on fire, but you can't build a starter fire pit with peat. You need wood. For now, at least. Game mechanics might change. Oh, look, a little cave system with like a gear. Yoink. So as I mentioned, I didn't want to be too close to the base, because if I'm too close to the base, I end up, you know, pissing stuff off. I wanted it... I'm going to build it here. So basically, I wanted it, like, on the top of a hill so I can see around me good. I only have one door, huh? That way I can tell when it's not safe. Or when it's safe. Joja Kim, thank you for the resub, man. Welcome. No, don't slide. In order to block... Maybe I'll make it 2x3. In order to block spawning, I'll need to add to this little pseudo structure so that there's not valid spawn points, which will be my next task. So good visibility all around. It wouldn't hurt to add torches around as well, so that I can illuminate everything and see everything. For better, greater visibility. Make it easy to climb back up, or easier. Let's start that little fire. I can light that on fire whenever I want. So it's what, half slabs that stop spawning? I'm gonna mark this spot down, although it stands out on the I'll give it the grave icon. Name it Panagram. Sounded like a shiver. So some things that you can place on the ground will stop things from spawning adjacent to you. That's a funny place for a fox. Oh, you almost got me, pal. Almost. Not good enough. Too slow. I don't actually have any loose stone anywhere, do I? So what I'm thinking about is, in order to block spawning, you can take up more room by making, like, half slabs? Or slab stuff? So I might want to make slab wood. By putting planks together. That will block them good. I know they can spawn over the rock placements for storms, but I don't know about... I think if there's no cells, they won't spawn on slabs. I also don't really have a spot for the... Well, there's another way to do it, and I'll do it this other way, actually. A safer way that I can think of. This looks nice in here. I'm gonna put the ice away, what little I have left of it, so as not to waste it. I'm just sort of waiting for the storm to happen, because I was given the text alerts that a heavy storm is approaching, but I don't really know when exactly. The one thing I could do is sleep to pass the time. The storms don't take very long, it's just a few minutes, generally, usually, and then they pass. Yes, that's exactly where I wanted to put it. Thanks, game. Whatever, I'll hang it on the wall, I don't care. So now, there's not physically enough space for anything to really spawn in here with me. Right? I don't think this is valid because it has a door on it. They can't spawn there, they can't spawn here because it's a fire pit. Oh, and here it is. The storm is imminent. So I guess I'm not going anywhere. We're just gonna hunker down. But this is a decent vantage point for the storm. Oh, I did want to put some torches around just to, I don't know if they're gonna go out due to the snowfall. Yeah, I hear them sizzling. Yeah, okay. Scratch that. Oh, we have an oil lamp. So during the storms, well, I'll phrase it like this. Normally, you only get the sort of nightmarish monsters during the night on the surface. And storms, the rift between you and the nightmare world, oh boy, yeah, there's already big things right out there. Basically, there's like a veil or barrier between your world and like the rust world. And the rust monsters can breach it. Sort of like Red Moons during 7 Days to Die, you know, that kind of concept. So this is sort of the time where the monsters roam and dominate. And during temporal storms, the heavier the storms, the more dangerous the monsters. So during like a light temporal storm, you'll have surface drifters and maybe level 1 drifters spawning on the surface. Spawning everywhere. During medium storms, maybe level 1 or 2s and 3s. During heavy storms, it's like the worst of the worst. It's going to be super nasty. And this is one of them super nasty storms. So I built a little hut here where there's no valid spot for enemies to spawn, because the door takes that spot up, the campfire takes this spot up, the bed takes this spot up, and these spots are filled. So I can't be spawned on in this little panic closet, I don't think. I'm not certain about it, but I'm pretty sure I can't be spawned on. And we just wait it out. If I had, like, you know, nice armor and nice weapon, maybe I'd fight. But I would get slaughtered. And yeah, these drifters out here are higher level drifters. My sanity meter is dropping, so as you can see, it's 85 and dropping. It looks interesting through glacier ice. It sure does. It looks weird. Bowls, thank you for the resub. I wish I had, like, proper windows, because the world looks crazy during this event. Yeah, as you can see, poking my head up. Oh, there's the mega giraffe. I know. The view I'm offering you sucks. But there's Dave. And then the gears are spinning. The Rust World gears. It's a pretty wild event. It's a bit of, I wouldn't say it's an exploit to bunker down. Because if you weren't given the option to bunker down like this, especially early game, you just die from these heavy storms. There'd just be no surviving. I've never had a storm last so long that I lost my sanity during it. Hi, Dave. But because I'm on the top of a hill, it's hard for things to gain access to me. Is it an actual entity, or is it just for background? It's just for background. There's other ways to deal with this. Oh yeah, you can see the monsters there. You could create a tall nerd pole. That's another way to get away. That's a quick way. Just vertical stack, because nothing can spawn around you, and as long as you're far enough away from the the bow torns, you know, the archers, they won't hurt you. You're pleased to see they got rid of the nauseating flexing of the world during the storms? No. That's actually just in the accessibilities option here. So if you don't like it, you can turn it off. I turn it off because you're right. It's nauseating. But they didn't get rid of it. They just made it an option. It is a very good option. That's been an option for a long time, though. And yes, I'm taking big risks by popping these doors open and closed. Mostly just because I want to see what's going on. I'm gonna get, like, sniped by something scary. Alright, I'll bunker. I'll play it safe. I did set my spawn point, though. My spawn point is in the house. So, if I was to die, I could retrieve my stuff pretty easy. I see you. It's 6 in the morning. What a waste of a good morning that I'm stuck in this stupid storm. Come on, Storm, go away. I want to get back to tin. Killing me, Stormy. What happens if sanity reaches 0? I'm not going to spoil that. The new ranged mobs definitely add new elements to the game? Yes. Yes, they do. As does, I would say, the Shiver, who are pretty quick. Ooh, is that... Those is pretty high tier. Yeah, the 2 new enemies definitely discourage you from staying outside at night. I 100% agree. Because if you're lightly armored, they can hurt quick. Whereas the drifters seldom did before the new enemies were introduced. Now, this is a long storm. I've lost 47% of my stamina, or sanity. Should be ending soon, though. Dave, can you end the storm now, bud? Uh-oh. I can always build in dirt. Yeah, I'm getting shot at. Not only that, but my, like, streaming software disconnected or something? I'm not really sure what's going on. Being weird. So I can't see chat right now. So sorry, chat. I have no idea what you're saying. Not only am I stuck in this panic shelter, but my own software has gone all panic shelter on me too. Alright, there we go. The storm is starting to wane. I'll be able to move around. But the chat disconnection makes me think it's on Twitch's end. Other streamers had this problem this week as well. So yeah, it's just I now have chat on a different screen. So once the storm wanes, all of the nightmare monsters will dissipate or disperse, and I'll be able to move about. Ow! Keep that closed. Thank you for tuning in to Vintage Story Frostlands, which originally streamed live on Twitch November 21st. If you have any feedback or questions for me, let me know in the comments below. If you would like to catch a live stream of mine, Rhadamant.com has my stream schedule and countdown timers to upcoming streams. If you would like to join my online gaming community on Discord, Rhadamant.com has a link to it, as does the description of this video. Thank you so very much for watching. And a special thank you to my Patreon patrons, Twitch subscribers, and viewers like you that support the channel and made it all the way to the credits. Thank you so very much. I hope to catch you next episode or an upcoming stream. Farewell, my fellow Seraphs.